to invest in this project?
It's a difficult one. Crypto is ultimately like a casino. It's like that adrenaline. You don't know what's going to happen. We've all been rugged.
So people are tired?
I think they're tired from losing money.
I have no idea how to verify if this meme coin good or not.
I don't really feel like there's a lot of good information for complete beginners. Most of the influencers are just doing videos just on shilling token. They're now trying to teach people to make money, but they're still living at home in a country that is like very, very cheap. You need to have money before you can teach other people to make money. I only invest in meme coins that
Hello everyone, this is a new episode of Headliners, and today we're talking about crypto, trading, meme coins, everything. So I have a special guest, James Richmond.
Great
James,
to be here.
Nice to meet you. And on your Twitter, the first letter is like Rug Survival.
Yeah.
What does it mean? Can you clarify it?
Rug survivor. I think anyone that's been in crypto, especially in the meme side of things, we've all been rugged, right? So it's kind of on Twitter, it's very like degen, like kind of, just out there. So put something funny for the description, for the title. I've been rugged quite a few times in the meme.
How many times you have been rugged?
I've been involved in over 400 projects, but in terms of gambling, I've been rugged quite a few. But I mean, if you're gambling in memes, you need to put in what you're willing to risk, right?
Can you clarify the idea of gambling in memes?
You enter into projects, you don't really know what's going to happen. Memes don't have any utility, especially if you're entering into something on Pump Fun. It's 30k market cap, 20k market cap, 50k. You don't know what's going to happen. It's not an established project, hasn't got any history behind it. You don't know who the dev is. It could be some 16-year-old kid in America or Europe or wherever, and you don't know their intentions. So
this was a very kindly surprise situation for me that people rarely invest in this type of projects with a very low market cap. How did you get to the idea that you want to invest in this project, that you want to gamble?
It's more of because I've got quite a big community in the UK and obviously people in Dubai and stuff that follow me. So it was more of we do the professional side of things where we will teach people about crypto, onboard them, and then we got the gambling side of things because crypto is ultimately like a casino. People want to come in, it's like that adrenaline. So they always want to be investing. They don't want to just buy Bitcoin, and ultimately Bitcoin has outperformed everything, right? But I mean, they don't want to just buy Bitcoin and hold. They always want to be entering into projects. So we got a gambling group, and we win some, we lose some. It's just complete gamble, same as going to a casino.
I get it. So the second one is sniper. So you have some software, you do it manually. What do you do with a sniping meme coin?
Sniper. I don't really buy meme coins anymore, but I mean, last year we were heavily involved. I was using MaestroBot, bullx. They were basically the main two that I was using.
Really? Yeah. I get it. What exactly do you do in crypto? It's like you do research, advisory projects, building community, run community.
I do a number of things. I think that crypto is always changing. So as it changes, your role changes, right? And what I'm doing is I've got Web3 marketing agency, so we basically help projects in the advisory for the marketing side of things, tokenomics, and I'm also a brand ambassador for OKX and a couple of other projects as well. And then I'll basically work with projects behind the scenes on the advisory side of things. I've got the community and basically full-time content, so I'm a content creator as well.
Talking about the Web3 marketing agency and the projects. How did all of these companies come to you? They come and, hey, James, we need your help with the marketing.
It's mainly word of mouth. We don't really advertise at all. We're the main agency for Twitter growth. I've got a whole team of people that do the Twitter growth behind the scenes, and they will basically grow organically the Twitter accounts. The reason I did this is I had a guy last year that I was paying $8,000 a month for 2 months, and I realized he was just doing auto engagement, which means this is basically botting all of the views and everything, wasn't even doing anything. Paying this guy $8,000 a month. Cut him off after the second month, and I was trying to find an agency that can manage and grow my Twitter organically, because there's no point in having bots because it doesn't bring anything, right?
Sure.
Couldn't find anyone that does it. They all just basically bot the account. So I basically found a solution to the problem, because there's so many people looking for Twitter growth. And what we've got is we've got a team of reply guys. We got a rating team, like blue tick rating team. And what we do is we will do all of the tweets. We will do it relevant to your account. We will do threads. We'll do articles. We basically do everything on your account. We've then got a rating team of blue tick accounts that will rate it and share it on their Twitter accounts, and then it acts like kind of a spider web, because it's not bots, it's actual real accounts that are sharing your stuff, and then that ultimately brings organic, puts your reach even further, and then brings actual eyes to your Twitter account. On the other side of it, we've got the reply guys, so they will engage with big accounts, small accounts, and they will basically get you blue tick followers. And the reason the way that they get you blue tick followers is they will engage with accounts, and people obviously see you're active, and Twitter works if you're active. People are follow you back, right? So it's kind of that process that nothing's botted, it's all real, it's all organic, and the stats on the people's accounts that we manage, like not one person is cancelled.
So the Twitter is your main platform right now?
Probably Instagram I kind of do myself with my team.
Sure.
My Twitter is fully managed for me. My team manage it, yeah. I still look at it every day, but yeah, they manage it. I don't post anything on Twitter.
Wow, really? How long does it take for you to grow the Twitter from 0 to the 100, more than 100 users? More than 100,000, sorry.
More than 100,000. Roughly about a year and a half. It depends though, because if you're we were doing a lot of spaces. I was involved in a lot of projects. And when I do a space with a project, there might be 1,000 listeners. So if you're just doing posts and you're not putting yourself out there and you're not involved or doing collabs, it's going to take so much longer. If you're actually involved and working with big projects or big communities, you can scale like very, very quick. Like I've got Litecoin follow me. I've got the CEO of OKX. I've got some big people following the account. And that's purely from doing collabs with these people or being active, or you have to put yourself out there. You can't just do the posts, do the replies. That obviously helps, but you still need to grow at the rate that I've grown. You still need to put yourself out there.
Can you clarify it one more time? What exactly do you mean by interact with other projects, with other people? How it works in real life?
So last year was the easiest time to grow because all of the meme coins, with meme coins comes community, with community comes meme coins, right? If a meme coin doesn't have a community, it doesn't exist. So where I was involved in a lot of meme coins, all of those communities would follow me. All of those communities would interact and engage, and I was an advisor for a couple of projects as well.
Because meme coins made their own promotion and marketing, but the people want to know who is standing with the project, behind the project, and that's the main reason why they are following you?
Yeah. So they will basically, if you're on a spaces and you're a speaker on the spaces and there's 3 or 4 other speakers and the whole community come on board, you're very likely that people are going to follow you if they like what you're saying and if you're involved in the project they're investing.
So you spend a lot of time be involved in spaces.
In spaces, yeah. For other projects. So what I was basically trying to do, it's kind of like farming each other's communities, right? So if I do a collab with someone, and they've got a community and I've got a community, my community are going to follow them, and then ultimately their community are going to follow me. So it's about kind of farming each other's engagement, and the same with projects and other influencers and meme coins and stuff is if you're putting yourself out there and getting in front of their community, you're going to have their community members follow you.
How many, minutes or hours per day do you spend on X?
I look at it, but I don't write anything on it. It's all managed.
But talking about the looking or engaging with other people or something like this.
We do, I can show you if you want.
Yeah, sure, why not? It's super interesting because for me, I know how to grow on YouTube, also on Instagram, in TikTok, it's super familiar for me. But talking about the Twitter, I have no idea how to grow it. But I like this, that it's fully managed. And it's fully managed for all of your clients?
Yeah. Clients that do Twitter growth, yeah. So if you just look, for example, on 4 weeks had 3.4 million impressions, but then if you look at like the posts, yesterday we done 29 posts and 1,700 replies, and if you look through like click through the replies, we're doing anything from 1,500 to 1,800 replies a day. So that's a full-time reply guy engaging with other people's accounts, whether it's crypto banter, whether it's Litecoin, whether it's the biggest influencers, Ansem, Morad, because then you'll get the impressions, because anyone viewing their page, they will see your reply and then they will basically come over and potentially follow you. There's 3 different packages. I believe it's 3 different packages on Twitter. If you buy the top one, the top blue tick, that will put and I don't know whether I should say this because everyone's going to be doing it, that will put your comments at the top. So if there's 1,000 comments on there, the likelihood of all of those 1,000 people having the same.
So this is an option from the Twitter.
From Twitter, yeah.
That you can buy some option that will put your comments to the top.
Yeah. So you know when you go to buy blue tick, they've got 3 options. Buy the most expensive one. Then when you comment, you're going to be at the top of someone's comment section. That will then result in impressions, exposure, and then people following you.
Okay, how does this data helps you to generate income or to grow? How do you extract money from these numbers?
Pay promo, basically.
Pay promo.
Yeah, pay
for
promo.
The project.
But when I say pay promo, it's not one of those things where I have a meme coin payment, I shill something, everyone gets rugged. It's more OKX brand ambassador. I've been working working with White Rock, $2.7 billion market cap. Saros Coin, I think 350 million to 400 million. I work with good projects, but when I do pay promo, it's not the same as a lot of the influencers where they will shill something and they don't believe in the project. I'm supporting Saros Coin at the moment, but I'm actively buying into the project. And I posted this on my social media yesterday. I bought the dip. I put in 20 Solana at the dip, 14.7 million. And now it's up to like 16.5 million. And I post this. So when I kind of do paid promo different, where I won't bring on a project that I don't believe in, because even though the project's paying me, I still buy into the project because I believe in it. I want to push it and I'm actively pushing it. I don't really do the paid promo where it's like I'll do one post and leave it and they give me 10 grand kind of thing. It's more about if I believe in the project and they're going to pay me to push it and I actually think it's going to do well, then yeah, 100% I'll support it. They pay me, plus I buy in, get the community a good entry. Like on, there was a token called Marsha the Bear. It's a Russian thing. I got it at $4 million market cap, sent it through to my community within 24 hours at 24 million. So now it's then dropped down to 14 million. Now it's back up to like 16.5 million. So these kind of opportunities, yes, I'm paid to push it, but I know how to research and I know what to research, so I can find the good ones, get paid to do it, plus I invest in it myself and the community wins. So it's more of kind of a win-win how I do it. A lot of influencers, what they will do is they will get some money for promoting something. They don't even know what the project is. They don't even care what the project is. They go and post it as like financial advice, and then their community enter a literally complete gamble. When I post stuff, it's been researched and it's going to be good information. And if it's a gamble, I'll put it's a gamble.
So, but the projects, they want to get some money back from your community. Let's say if they do advertising, they want some type of a buy pressure. What is the reason or the goal for the project that usually comes to
It's
it?
mainly like exposure, brand awareness. Yeah. If it's a lower market cap, they want you to be able to send the charts. But if it's a higher market cap, something like White Rock, I called it 150 million.
They do not.
Yeah. So I single-handedly couldn't move White Rock at 150 million market cap. Like it takes a lot of money to move it, right? So it's more of a bunch of influencers or KOLs or basically key opinion leaders speaking about the project and brand exposure. It's the same with that Zeus project at the moment. That's trending on Twitter. Everyone's speaking about it. They just want as many people speaking
Zeus,
about it.
I heard about this.
On ETH. Pepe's dog. But I haven't invested in that one. I haven't really pushed it, but if you look, all the influencers speaking about it, and then the charts will go up. So what used to happen last year is if you've got a strong community, influencers can single-handedly send the charts, right? I could send a charts from 100k to 2.5 to 3 million by myself with no one else. All right. Now that doesn't happen. People don't have the buying pressure they had last year because retail are more wise to everything. They understand how to research and they won't just blindly buy something. So now it's more about brand awareness or showcasing projects and stuff. A bunch of influencers doing it. People will see it. It will start getting trending. They can do their own research and then work out whether they want to buy or not. So the market's kind of changed from how it was last year.
So now there is no dumb money.
It's still dumb money, but it's not really in memes. Not in the kind of groups I'm in and all the retail groups.
So people are tired or what?
I think they're tired from losing money. The problem is they might be following someone. They've made some money. They've got that gambling mentality and they don't know how to manage the risk. So I had a guy last year that was in my community. I have people in my community that might put in $1,000, $5,000 or $50 or $20 or $10. I had one guy put in $1 into a project before, but one guy put in $20. He done like a 5x on it. And then the next project, so he made $100 from that $20. The next project, he put the whole $100 in and lost it. So it's like you should have just put 40 in and then kept the difference. And I know we're talking small figures, but if that was say $1,000 or 5,000 or something, it's good money, right? So I think retail have got wise. They still don't fully know how to actually do research on projects, but they don't just ape into projects like they did last year. They've been wrecked a lot.
Phenomenon of the meme coins, because also I'm deeply involved in crypto, but I have no idea how to verify if this meme coin good or not.
It's a difficult one. I only invest in meme coins that I either know the dev, I know the team, or I know something that's going to happen before it happens. Last year, it's more of a gamble because it went from when people launch meme coins, you could hold for a couple of weeks and it'd be okay.
Now you cannot.
Now you can't hold for 5 minutes, it will rug. And it went through that stage. I don't know if you remember last year, but when Pump Fund came out, everyone was doing meme coins and stuff was sending. People were excited and you could buy a meme coin. It'd be okay for a couple of weeks usually. It will go up and then then yeah, and then a couple of months after it'd be like you could hold for like a week, and then a few months after that you could hold for like 2 or 3 days, and now it's like kind of got to a stage where you could hold for a day, and now you can hold for 5 minutes, and you might get rugged in that 5 minutes.
So this is a problem of the founders. They really rugged the coins.
Most of the they're not proper founders. Like I can launch a meme coin right now on Pump Fun of a picture of a dog, a cat, a squirrel, whatever it is, right? And people buy it. It doesn't mean I'm a founder or a dev. Like I'm not a dev in terms of technical terms, but I can be a dev for the day if I launch a token. Most of these projects, all of these meme coins, they're not proper teams. It's usually some 16-year-old sitting in a bedroom and trying to make some quick money on Pump Fun.
But what about, let's say, very good projects when you get a lot of people involved, a very strong team involved, etc.? How to find this
In
one?
terms of meme coins?
Yeah.
It's difficult. It's difficult. You need to know people. What I've learned is if you're coming into the space and you don't know anyone, you're going to lose money unless you by chance get lucky, right? You need to be in crypto for a while to have people send you projects that you know you trust and you have information on those projects as to why they're going to do well. In crypto, it's about who you know, not what you know.
Okay, talking about the current narrative, what is happening right here, right now on the 7th of June?
Trump and Elon about to have a scrap. Market's absolutely dumped.
I did not mention, but I was one of the attendee on Trump's dinner.
Yeah, how was that?
It was amazing. It was amazing. Yeah.
Hello guys, so it's nice to meet you here. I'm finally on a gala dinner with Donald Trump. Maybe I can show you this one, 555. So it's a very beautiful event. So I try to establish as many contacts as I can and see how it will be. So we are on the final preparation when President Donald Trump are coming. So here is his helicopter there. You can check. Yeah. So you're asking what we're eating here? This is like a salad, and I hope that it will be some other food. And also we have a small gyps here. I have no idea. I didn't check it. Yeah. So this is like wow, amazing cap with Trump, and at the same moment it's wow. This one is interesting, and I think that this is this is a banner.
So like when you move like 3%, people that have size, that's a lot.
48th president of the United States, James Trump. Let's hear
Great thing. They wanted to know if they could do that. Whoops. My ear.
Fine.
Strange noise. Very strange noise. That goes back to not such good memories.
Finish an official part here in Washington in a golf club. I think this is true phenomenon because the president of the United States made a speech for the 220 people, and now this is the best time for networking where we can speak to each other, discuss several ideas, and do very productive meetings. So thanks for supporting, thanks for following me for this. I think it will be a big step for all crypto community. Yeah, fight. Woo!
All right, let's give a fight chant.
Yeah, fight.
I think that it was a lot of people. I speak with more than 70 different guys. A lot of, I think 80% of them do different type of trading, trading memes, crypto, etc. A lot of people also from Asia. I think all the VIP tables with the top 25, 80% of them was from Asia. It showed that China, Korea, Japan has a very strong community. For me, I still not believe that it happens really in real life, because it's really hard to imagine that the president of the US will have a speech for the 220 people. So it was good.
So only 220 there?
220 there, yeah.
And you were one of them?
I was one of them.
Wow.
Yeah, it was
Cool.
a very interesting security check. It was a lot of protests. during the way to the golf club. Also, I speak a lot with Justin's son. It was because I'm super excited with the Tron. I like the Tron as a token, and we invest a lot there because you can optimize the energy. And it can generate you around 20% in ROI. And to additionally, for the last 5 years, Tron was grown. It's grown five times during the last 5 years, so it's quite good. Also, I met a lot of people from market making side, more institutional money, who do all of these, long-term investments. So it was good. I think that it will be more activities from from this host, from this company who organized the event.
So where do you see the Trump token going?
For me, I believe that they will do more than 100. Nobody knows. You'll be honest. I think that the main problem for the Trump and for the other coins that now people will be ready to quit once the price will hit the entry price. I know that a lot of people get involved there by $30 and $60. I get involved in $1.7. So for me, I'm still in a very good profit. I'm still 4x, 5x with the current price. This idea that once people they will see that, okay, now we have our money back, 90-95% of the money back, they will sell. This mechanism, this idea does not help any growth because people need to buy more and more. But with the Trump token, they want to quit. That's the big problem. But because now they're number one or something like this. Because I can compare Trump with a Pepe, with a...
I think it's 1.7 billion, I think roughly. I'm not sure.
With Fartcoin, with SPX, with all of this. So what else do you do in crypto? Trading?
So I was doing some trading. I used to do the Forex side of things. I don't really like trading, to be honest. I prefer investing. I mainly do content full time. I attend some of the events. I find that the longer you are in crypto, you know what events to attend because a lot of them are a complete waste of time. Other ones are really, really good. So a lot of the kind of the smaller ones, the meetups and stuff, you've always got people just coming to try and get money or pitch something and bits like that. I don't know how the events are obviously in Russia, but in Dubai, you need to filter out the scammers and stuff. You get a lot of bad people come into the thing just looking for money and pumping dumps and stuff.
Where do you live? In Dubai?
Yeah.
For how many years?
5 years.
Really?
Yeah.
I also lived here for the last 3 years.
Oh, no way.
Really?
Okay, cool.
Okay, it's super interesting. Tell me a little bit more about local events because I have never ever participated in it.
I don't want to say obviously the names of them because you know what Dubai is like in terms of rules and stuff like that. Yeah. But you go to them and there's one that's on in the evenings. It's full of prostitutes that go there obviously looking for a husband. They're not even in crypto, and you're speaking to people, and it's people that want to use you or use your money or get something from you. It's not someone that's like, look, this is what I do, this is how I can help you. It's not someone coming to you and saying, what problems have you got? I've got a solution, or let's work together, or let's do something. It's people that are broke, looking for investment, looking for money, or looking to scam you. And not just the ones in Dubai.
Okay, and talking about the good events, how to choose a good event?
Oh, how to choose them? I don't really know until I get there if it's good. I think most of the events aren't that good. You got Token 2049. Yeah. It was way too busy this year. I went there this year. You literally couldn't even move. The setup was everything's squashed, and they had it outside as well. It was like 45 degrees heat. It was a bit hot, and it was too spread out. I like kind of Blockchain Life was quite good. A lot of mining companies. I think 80% of it was Russian. The Russians dominated Blockchain Life. I think the organizers are actually Russian, aren't they? Yeah.
We also had a stage there. On Moscow, in Blockchain Life in Moscow, we hosted a stage. Yeah. And back to 2024 in April, it was a Blockchain Life when it was a flood here in Dubai. We also hosted a stage. No, we're not going to call it stage, but it was like
a booth.
A booth, but I showed you our photos. It was crazy. All of these people standing around us talking about the crypto. This is like a conference inside the conference. So I'm super familiar with the Blockchain Life.
I like Blockchain Life because it's very organized. Like when you go in, you've got the booths. It's like it's not massive, but it's big enough. But just how they organize it, you know exactly where everything is. In Token 2049, we were discovering things we didn't even know about.
I get it.
So Blockchain Life was really good. Some of the meetups, okay. I don't really go to many of the events. I've been to a couple, but I see a lot of the influencers, and this is what doesn't make any sense to me. A lot of the influencers attend all the events, but they have no presence online, or they do have presence online, but it's very minimal. Online, you've got billions of people on the internet. At the events, you might have 5,000, 10,000 or 20,000 people. Like, the influencers should be focusing online rather than spending their time going to 2 or 3 events a week, because they have weekly events in Dubai and you see the same people going to them. And it's just like, especially if you're influencer or key opinion leader, you want your presence to be online. So I don't attend the event. I would rather do stuff more online. I attend the main ones like blockchain, token.
What type of content do you generate?
I do a mixture. If I purely do crypto, you'll get shadow banned. So I do a mixture between lifestyle content, advice, not just kind of shilling a token. I'll speak about why I think the token's good, the tech behind it, mainly utility, the occasional meme coin, and ultimately more education stuff.
Okay,
more
what
education.
Is the main platform?
That's a good question.
Where do you do?
Probably Twitter, Instagram, and
Twitter
then
and Instagram.
YouTube shortly. I'm going to be focusing. I've got about 21k subs on YouTube.
Yeah, I know. I checked already.
Yeah. I'm going to be putting a series together on YouTube. I'm going to be doing it shortly, and it's going to be a full-on educational series kind of journey. So I'm just structuring that at the moment, but it's just a case of having time to record all the videos and bits like that. So that's going to be going live. I'm not going to give too much away on the podcast, because there's a certain structure, and I don't feel like anyone else has done this in the space, or if they have, I haven't seen it. So I've come up with quite a good idea, which will definitely help people that are looking to come into crypto. And the first place people look is YouTube, right? ChatGPT, YouTube, Google. I don't really feel like there's a lot of good information for complete beginners. When I first started, I was looking on YouTube, and you need to filter through so much stuff. You need to filter through so much stuff to actually find good people. And most of the influencers are just doing videos just on shilling tokens, just saying this is going to 100x, this is going to 10x. So when I first started, I used to fall for some of these videos, and then you realize later it's paid promo and the coin's rugged. So I want to do something on YouTube that is purely education, but not boring 2-hour, 3-hour videos sitting there explaining things, what Bitcoin, like no one cares what Bitcoin is. They care how much money they can make. They care about not getting scammed, and they care about understanding the space in simple terms, not knowing how blockchain works, right? Especially for retail coming in. So I want to kind of break down videos in like 3 to 4 minute videos, and just break down kind of certain things about crypto, so people could come in, and if they need to know something, they can watch that video, boom, I've got it, and they don't need to go anywhere else. So I'm going to be putting that together shortly.
What people are really looking for in crypto?
To make money. That's why they come into crypto. They don't come in because they like pictures of cats and dogs and Polkadot and Ethereum and Bitcoin. They want to come in to make money. They see everyone online making millions and millions of dollars, which 90% of the time it's fake. They believe it, and they want to come in and they want to invest $10 and be a millionaire overnight.
Let's speak about the fake. Can you clarify the idea that 80% of them is fake?
They will come to Dubai. They rent a Lamborghini for the day.
I heard all about this, but for me, this sounds like crazy. I drive 911. I have 2 Porsches. I do business for the last 10 years. For me, it sounds crazy to rent a car and to make the content to promote it. Is this really a real life? Is this really happens in real life?
100%. So what they will typically do is they come to Dubai. They'll rent out a Lamborghini for a couple of days. They will drive in loads of different locations, and then they will fly back to their home country, and they'll be posting the same Lamborghini for the next 5 years. The easiest way to see with the influencers is just go through their social media and just see the consistency. If they've only just started posting about a Lamborghini like 3 weeks ago, you know something's a bit dodgy, and before that they had a 9 till 5, right? It's about consistency. Like whenever I'm looking at influencers as well, say if I'm doing like a collab or I'm doing a deal with someone or whatever it is, or something where our communities are going to kind of connect, I'll always look at the consistency, because you can't lie about consistency or cheat consistency. Or
I like this idea.
Yeah,
this is a very strong key point.
You want to make sure they got money.
You cannot cheat consistency. It's great.
Most of these people, like you can see online, right? They have a Lamborghini once, and they do all these stories, and then they basically do posts about DM me the word money if you want to be a millionaire, and I made $10 million in crypto. It's like, bro, you just literally come to Dubai, you rented a Lamborghini, now you've gone back to England, you're staying in your mum's spare room, you've got like no money, and now you're trying to teach people how to make money. This is the thing that pisses me off about the space, is the people that have just come in, all the new influencers, right, that have come in and they're now trying to teach people to make money, but they're still living at home, or they're still living in a country that is like very, very cheap. They don't have that. You need to have money before you can teach other people to make money. I genuinely believe that, because I'm trying to think of like a good analogy for it, but I can't think of one. But it's like it's like going to a broke person for financial advice. Like you're going to want to take advice off a successful person, right?
What about the Instagram? You just use it also for some business promotion, or just do it for your personal engagement?
So it's a mixture of both. People like TikTok KOLs. The projects like TikTok KOLs.
Let's speak about this.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Because for me, TikTok, it's something strange, still something strange, but I know that I need to dig deep and understood it. Why TikTok?
TikTok claims you get more reach. They claim that you're more likely to go viral, and it's more of that kind of quick, and more people are going to see it. The problem with TikTok is that no one can prove that. Only TikTok say that. There's a lot of scams on there, and there's no community. I feel like with Instagram, it's your life. People have been following for years. Like if you go through my Instagram, I've had it active for years. You can see my whole journey. You can see everything's legit. You can see I've been consistent for years. And people can look through that, and it builds the trust, and then it builds a community. And a lot of projects are looking for TikTok KOLs, and the problem with TikTok KOLs is none of them have any pull. 99% of them are botted. They don't even have any reach, and you don't know whether they're scamming or not because it's just doing stupid videos or saying, oh, this chart is going to pump, blah, 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 blah. And I'm advising all the projects I work with. There's no real Instagram KOLs. There's some people that do some stuff on Instagram, but I feel like Instagram is a safer and better for projects because it's more professional, it's more legit. And you can actually see, and people, if I post something, people will buy it from Instagram because they trust me. If you post something on TikTok, it's just, you don't know who's engaging. Like, it's just kind of, most of it's all botted. I hate TikTok.
So you do not do any content there?
My stuff is posted on Buffer and I post through to TikTok, but I don't focus on it at all.
Back to the Web3 agency, how many clients do you have on Twitter or Growth?
It's a very good question. I'm not actually sure.
Like hundreds?
No, not hundreds. For what we do, we don't have the structure for hundreds. It may be around 7 to 10 roughly.
So this is more about the companies or personal Twitter accounts?
We've got, I need to ask Johnny, he manages it all. He's basically my head of Twitter growth. I think 2 or 3 companies, and then we've got like 5 or 6 personal personal Twitters. Yeah.
Do you have any cases just to have a look? Maybe some of your clients. It's super interesting. How do you operate them? I'm asking because I'm interested in this type of service.
This this is one of our clients as well, and she got John Cena follow her back from our reply guys. But you can have a look through the group to see, obviously.
This one.
Yeah. So she's.
Where is your her Twitter to have a look? Katya Finance, yeah. I think this one, this account.
Yeah, that one. She literally started with us this month.
Oh my God. So all of this content made by your team?
Yeah. It depends what package they're on. I'll just ask Johnny to send me over a list of clients.
So many different content, I get it. And all of these interactions, like reposts, comments, likes, the statistics is crazy for this type of an account.
This is another one that we do.
bullx AI, I get it.
This is like a similar to bullx. It's another one that we manage.
And all of these people, they just really interact with her.
This one as well.
Buzza, I get it. What is this about?
Basically a KOL, like a KOL manager. Depending on the kind of, if it's a company, it'll be more professional. If it's a KOL, it'd be more like degen, like kind of.
What is the reason for any person to subscribe to the company's account?
When you say subscribe, do you mean like follow? Right? Yeah, so this guy's a KOL, so we manage his one. We also manage this one here. We've been managing for the last month and a half.
Dumid Crypto.
She's Ukrainian.
I get it. The numbers is crazy. All of this are real?
On this one, no. He does other stuff on his account. We've literally taken this over 1 week ago.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So basically what I do is I don't look at the front end, I look at the back end. The back end you can't fake.
What do you mean by back end?
I'll show you. So 0.2% of people have blue tick accounts. Yeah. 0.2% of people on Twitter actually have blue tick accounts.
Blue tick, this is like blue mark.
The verified accounts. So what you can't fake is verified followers. Okay. If you have anything from 3% is okay, 4% is good, 5% plus is very good. Okay. So you always want to make sure you've got 5 to 6%, if possible, minimum of blue tick verified accounts following you. Okay, based on your following. If you've got more than that, smaller accounts will have 20%, 30%, 40%. As the ratio goes up and it goes up, that will go down. You also look at the engagements. So I'll show you if someone's got and also posts. Posts is very important. If someone's done 1,000 posts and they've got 300k followers, how can you get how can you do 1,000 tweets on Twitter and get 300,000 followers?
Yeah,
it's fake, right? If you look at my followers, it's my post is 37.9k.
Okay.
Yeah. So You look at that to tell if Twitter's fake. You want to be active, and then you'll get like, I'll tell you something else you can't fake. Well, this is what I look for, because I also do KOL management for projects. So I don't want to bring a KOL on influencer that's fully botted. I want to bring quality people that have good community, that actually have real engagement. Just example, these figures you can't fake, okay? That means how many people expanded the message. If you bot something, you just fake the views. You can't fake how many people actually expanded. Profile visits you can't fake as well. So this is what I look for when I'm basically onboarding key opinion leaders for projects, to make sure they can have up to 20 to 30% bots, that's fine, but any more than that, we won't touch them. And you need to get good at finding these things, because influencers are very good at faking it. And also influencers that don't post, or they post very rarely, and it's not great content, and all of a sudden they've got like 1 million followers. It's like, bro, how have you got 1 million followers? Like, your content is shit, you're barely posting, you don't really have a proper community. There's all these telltale signs, and I've got very good at basically doing it, because where we do KOL management for clients, we don't want to be bringing someone that's basically botted like 500k. It's better having one real follower than 500k bots. The Twitter growth side is good, and the only reason I said it's a new business. We've only been doing it for onboarding clients for 2 months now. Yeah, it's a very good business, because I couldn't find anyone to do this, because every single person was botting the account. I was sitting with a client the other day, one of the biggest gaming companies for events. They basically partner with esports and a number of other people, and they've worked with 2 companies that said they're going to do Twitter growth, and every single time they just bot the account, they just bot the views, blah blah blah. Like, when they stop, all of the activity stops. When we work with clients, once, say if they don't want to work with us again or something, or they cancel the contract, they've still got all of those people. It's not like we're botting the account. So there's a massive gap in the market for this, and no one else is doing this. People are trying to do it, but it's expensive to have a whole team behind it and basically manage everyone's account. So that's why we can't take on 100 clients, right? Because we don't want to take on 100 clients and it not get done properly. We'd rather have like, maybe I think we're like 7 clients now, 7 or 8, and we'll probably scale up to like 15, and then we have to grow the business out. So we're not expanding too quick, but we're expanding like so we can service everyone.
Does all of these replies or engagement with that account really works?
Yeah, of course.
So the best Twitter strategy, you need to post content, you need to replies, and you need to interact with other communities.
You know the saying, the hardest worker in the room always wins?
Yeah.
There's working smart, which works, right? But then there has to be a balance. You can't sit there all day doing nothing. All right, work is smart, making one decision. You eventually get to that level, but the hardest worker in the room always wins, and this comes down to Twitter 100%. You have to be putting in activity, and you will be rewarded. Every algorithm works different. Twitter works on, yes, you need to have some good quality content, but it works on volume. You have to be pumping out volume. We're doing anything from 27 to 50 tweets a day. I'd say 27, that's low end. Usually it's 30 to 50 a day. We do more on Wednesdays and Thursdays, because that's when the algorithm works. We do it at certain times. We work with the algorithm. We look to see when people are active. We do more tweets at those times. We post video content. We do articles. We do normal tweets. We'll engage with other people's accounts. The hardest worker in the room always wins. And that's why like the stats are going very, very well. The stats are blowing up. And when you look at the back end of other people's Twitter accounts, there's other people's Twitter accounts. I don't want to obviously say their names on the podcast, but they've got like nearly 200k followers, and they've got less than 1,000 verified followers. And then you know it's fully fake. You're not going to have 1-for-1 of verified. It's absolutely impossible. But you want to have a good ratio there. And if you've got community, most people in communities they might have 10 followers on Twitter. They're following because you're posting stuff. They're not following because they want to engage. So a lot of my people on Twitter are like community members and stuff that don't need a blue tick account. But then you look at the ratio of blue tick accounts, like it's a solid account.
What is the main reason to buy a blue tick account?
Depends on the purpose. For me as a key opinion leader, it shows the trust there. Look, I'll show you now, actually, this would be funny. So when you type in JR Cryptex, look.
Okay. You have a lot of fake accounts.
Yeah. There's loads of fake accounts. They're also on Telegram as well. I got added into a group the other day. I'm doing a deal with someone. He messaged me asking for my Telegram. I said, look, all my socials say it's just JR Cryptex, yeah? So then they went and added me into the group. When I got in the group, there was also a JR Cryptex 3. They went and invited the wrong person.
Oh, really?
There's multiple JR Cryptex. So the blue tick and the video content, and when I speak to people as well, when I'm doing deals, especially if it's Telegram, I'll always do voice notes. Hopefully they can't fake the voice notes with this AI bullshit that's coming out. But I mean, I'll always do voice notes. People verify who I am on Twitter. There's so many scammers around. The blue tick is obviously, first of all, it boosts the Twitter. Your replies will go, the comments will go up to the top thing when you're replying on people's stuff, but it's the credibility, right? You can't really not have a blue tick account if you're doing what I do.
Yeah, I get it. For how many years did you involve in crypto field?
2019. I've only been an influencer for about a year.
Really?
Yeah. I was doing Forex before. I had a big community on Forex. We're doing about $100,000 a month on Vantage. And then I onboarded all of that community into crypto. And then we were doing a lot of coins. It was a really good time. And then Solana just fully, went kind of then.
How did you build a community on a Forex?
I don't really obviously want to say too much detail on the podcast, but
sure.
it was basically a dispute that I had with another influencer who had, and he was a big influencer. He wasn't a Forex influencer.
So you work with a collaboration with someone else?
It wasn't. We went head to head. So basically, Arsin kind of in his community knew a lot of his community and stuff. He went and screwed over a lot of his community members by scamming them all. They then all came. I set up my own group. They all came over to me, and I started off with like 3,000 people on day one. Basically, worked out that I didn't need to build a community. I basically took a community from someone that was bad in the space, that didn't even understand the space. And then we just basically started the Forex thing and people making a lot of money. And then we basically transitioned from Forex into crypto. We're still doing a bit of Forex. And I said, look, I'm just going to close the Forex side of things down. Just going to do full-time crypto. I started doing that because I'd been in crypto before, but in terms of making money and doing the Forex side of things like trading, that was more where I was teaching people about it. And then I saw what influencers are doing. I realized there's not many good influencers in the space. They don't have a clue what they're talking about. So I thought I've been in crypto for what, 5 years at this point. I might as well, or 5.5 years, I might as well basically be a key opinion leader.
What is the most common questions that you received from your community?
What, new members or if they've been in the community, it's like, what should we buy? Like, but I mean, new people as well, they're message asking like, just like kind of questions. What should I buy? What's the next 100x? Like, for instance,
so
like when I post stuff, I always get messages like, kind of, how should I buy it? Blah blah blah. He's obviously knows crypto very well. Right? That guy. Yeah, this is Instagram, and then this guy just like, what are your thoughts on this token? I always get kind of messages like that. What are your thoughts on this? What are your thoughts on that? Like, you reckon this coin's gonna fly? I always get these kind of messages. Just like, what do you think of this coin? What do you think of that coin?
When you just speak about any coin.
Yeah, when I just speak about something, they're like, oh, what do you think of this? What do you think of that? So it's just kind of, just those kind of messages. Is Litecoin going to send? Is Bitcoin going to send? Is this meme coin going to send?
So it's all about the hope. Why do you think people ask all those questions? They hope to find the next Bitcoin.
They want people to tell them it's going to do well. And I know that because I used to feel the same. Yeah. So if I bought a coin, I want to watch positive videos about it, because in my head, I'm then going to think it's going to do well, which is complete bullshit, but that's what you think, right? It's like if you go and buy Litecoin now, and the reason I say Litecoin is they're doing a lot of big things in the background. I think it's going to do very well, not financial advice. But if you go and buy Litecoin now and you're complete like retail or something, what I used to do before, and this is what everyone else does, not experienced people, they go on YouTube and they look at like Litecoin videos and they want to see positive videos where people saying Litecoin's going to the moon, Litecoin's going to do a 3x, blah, 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 just to feel good about themselves because they've done that investment. They want to, it's like kind of being sure it's the right thing. They just want to hear positive things. I feel like a lot of people, it's like they will buy something, they just want to check, is this definitely going to, they just want to hear positive things about it, just to, I don't know, just feel good, maybe in their head think they're going to be a millionaire or something like that. It's kind of that reassurance. I feel like retail, not all retail, but a lot of people are very lazy when they come into crypto. And I was at first. I was watching videos thinking this is the way to do it. And then you actually realize most videos, people are full of shit. So you then learn yourself. And it's the same with the Twitter thing. We couldn't find a solution to the problem. So we created a solution to the problem because there was no company doing what we're doing now. It's the same thing in crypto. Most of the influencers are full of shit and they don't know what they're talking about. Then I decided to be an influencer. I'll always try and find a solution to a problem, and not necessarily for the world, for myself, and then turn it into a business. Like with Twitter, I wanted it, so I created it, and now I offer it to other people. With the crypto side of things, with the videos and stuff, if I don't know something, I'll learn about it, then I'll do a video about it. It helps other people.
So you moved from the Forex industry to the crypto, and now doing all of this.
I was in crypto before Forex, a lot before Forex, but I was one of those people that was just buying, watching videos, researching a bit, and kind of, I wasn't doing any content on it. I was watching Bitcoin at like $4,000, roughly $4,000. I didn't buy it. Ethereum was like $300. I can't remember, like the price is very low. And I was watching it, and then I started buying it after I saw Bitcoin flying up and Ethereum flying up. And then I started kind of getting more involved. So a lot of influencers as well, what I find is they don't understand that much about crypto. They come in and they're an influencer on day one. So they will do some research, do a video, or just read a script, and they haven't been in crypto. The difference with me, I've actually been in crypto, I've lost money, I've made money, and now I'm basically doing content on it. But I've been doing crypto full time for a while now. I know some influencers that they literally work a 9 to 5 and they do videos teaching people about crypto. But it's like, okay, I get it, you're trying to hustle, that's fine, but you can't really be teaching people what to buy if you're still working in a job on 25, 30 grand a year, and you're now telling people that you think this coin is going to do well. Well, if you think it's going to do well, go buy it, wait till you quit your 9 to 5, you made money, then start teaching people. But I don't feel like people should be teaching anyone until they can prove that they can stand on their own 2 feet, don't need an employer where they're working in 9 to 5. They can actually make money, because you can't teach anyone to make money unless you've done it yourself.
Why exactly do you need to teach someone to make money?
Not about teaching them, it's about, if that's your business plan. People do courses like Thomas Krillel, all right? He's very successful now, he's done a course. That's brilliant, because he's got that lifestyle, he's consistent, you look for all of his stuff. He's a kind of person that should be doing a course and teaching people. But then you've got 17, 18 and 19-year-old kids, and I know this because there's loads of them in Forex, young kids that are doing courses or where people are paying for signal groups and they're teaching people how to trade. It's like, bro, you literally just finished school like maybe a couple of months ago or a year ago, and they're still living at home. So it's like, and that's what's given the course selling a bad name, is you've got people like Thomas Krillel that are very successful, and then you've got 16, 17, 18-year-olds that are maybe very good at marketing, and they're good at kind of giving people like fear of missing out and stuff, and they do all the bits. Then people sign up. But it's just, you don't need to teach people to make money, but if that's your business plan, you need to be good at it, right? You can't be selling a course that is to teach people. So ultimately you benefit by making money, but ultimately they benefit as well, right? It's a two-way street if you haven't done it yourself.
So what makes you happy?
Family and freedom. And to have freedom, you need money, because without money, you're stuck.
Can you clarify the idea of freedom?
Freedom is being able to wake up in the morning and do whatever you want, not having anyone tell you what to do, not having to be anywhere, or just being free to make your own decisions. When you're in a job, you have to be in at 9, you have to leave at 5, you have a 1 hour lunch break, you have 2 weeks holiday a year. You're not free. It's basically like prison. I'd rather be in prison than have a 9 till 5. Because at least in prison, you can just chill, you can read books, or I can't even read, but I mean, you can play PlayStation and stuff, right? But I mean, having someone tell me what to do every single day of the week, I'd rather be in prison or dead, genuinely. I did that for 1 year. I had 3 jobs in property, had about 20 jobs before that, like loads of little jobs. And in the space of probably a year and a half, I had about 20 different jobs. I'm literally unemployable. I can't work for anyone just because I just like being free. But to be free, you need money, because everything costs money in this world. It's like people say, oh, it's not about money and money doesn't buy happiness. It does buy happiness. It literally does buy happiness, because all right, if you have certain things and a death in the family or whatever, then you're going to be unhappy. But if you don't have money and you're stuck waking up at 6 a.m. every morning, you have to quickly go to the gym, then you have to put your suit on, you have to go to work, that's unhappy. I wake up, some days I just play PlayStation. Like if I can't be bothered to work, or if I feel ill, I just play PlayStation. Like I go to meetings, I have someone on Google Meet, I'll do content. I can structure my day and it's enjoyable. You have to do what you enjoy, otherwise you're not going to continue it. Like I'm very consistent. I've basically built out a team. We're very, very consistent. So I enjoy doing this. Like I've done jobs before that I hate and I'll last 5 minutes. I can't do something that I don't enjoy.
Guys, we are done for today. Thanks for watching. It was James.
Great to be here.
It was good.
Thank you.
Yeah.